Hello guys and welcome to another episode of Everyday EDC. My name is Tyler and today we are not reviewing the CJRB Agave. Why? Because I have no freaking clue about this knife yet. I got it in, I did an unboxing, and I haven't carried it since. It's just my placeholder. As usual, now I'm going to start doing my disclaimer. I use profanity in these videos. If profanity offends you or anything of that nature, please do not watch any further unless you are ready for some profane words. I do not want to be responsible for your children hearing me cuss like a sailor and a guy who works in the industry, manufacturing industry. It's just the way I talk, it's the way it's going to be, and it's the way I'm going to stay. So, sorry. Those of you that enjoy it, keep coming back. Love to have you. Love you watch my videos. Love interacting with you guys. I do my best to interact with everybody who comments on the video. A lot of guys, we are texting back and forth. We're emailing back and forth, talking about stuff. You know, we might link up, might do some paintballing, Justin, you know, that type of stuff. Not that you're paintballing or talking to a famous guy or even a well-renowned reviewer, but we can talk knives, shoot the shit, that type of stuff. So today, what I am doing is, I wouldn't call it a top 10, because how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I do have 10. Top 10 video of my most carried knives of August 2020. And I have to put a disclaimer on this too. Unfortunately, as a reviewer, I find myself carrying knives that I would choose another knife to carry, but because I want to review a knife, I don't get to carry the knives that I want to carry. Wah, wah, poor me. But these are the knives that I choose to carry, and they are in an order from 10 to 1. As far as my most carried knives. Number 10. Yeah, motherfucker. Held my fucking finger in the goddamn path of the stupid blade. Look at that. Stupid. This should go on my EDC. You can't even see it. It's a little pinprick that like, oh, there it is. That fucking, on my middle finger. Fuck you. No. Alright. So this thing fires hard. This is my Protec Newport. I love this guy. I love wearing it in my basketball pants and just walking around the house with it. I don't really take it out of the house because it is a knife that I use for reviews. It is a comparison knife that I am using. And, you know, Slicey Dicey kind of talked me into this. We were talking one day over a beer. Not at all. I was watching this video. But he rant and raved about the Protec Newport. And I have to agree, this knife is badass. It is an awesome little EDC and it fires hard as shit. And it fits, you know, the under the 3 inches or close to the 3 inches. I don't think that's true at all. Hold on. I haven't even reviewed this yet because this isn't a review knife. Yeah, it's under 3 inches. Is it? Yeah, just about at 3 inches. If the cop doesn't like you, it won't be. And I might have done that off camera, but I promise you, it's at 3 inches or just below. That is my number 10 carried knife for the month of August. I only have 9, sorry. CIVIVI fracture made its way into there. My number 8 carried knife for the month of August is the CIVIVI Dogma. I love the CIVIVI. I love the fidget factor of this knife. It is so damn slicey. This clip point style blade is just amazing. And it feels so solid in your hands. And not to mention, King CIVIVI. Yeah, you guys like that? Probably nobody did. Suck it. CIVIVI Dogma. Badass little knife, and you can't beat it for $47. We've proven that with the quest for King CIVIVI. This is your king. He will reign supreme, and he will stay in my lineup for now until the end of time. Number 7 on my list. My Spyderco Tenacious. I use this Tenacious as kind of a knife that I don't give a shit about, but I do. It is my gateway drug into Spydercos, and Spyderco is probably my favorite brand as far as just everyday brands, right? I'm not talking like the Hinderers or the Shergaroffs or anything like that. I'm just talking like your favorite everyday brand that you can get budget all the way up to $300, $400 knives. I love Spyderco. And the Spyderco Tenacious is no exception. For a budget knife, the action on this guy is great. As I just talk shit. And I can't even open it up all the way. Truly, though, for being on washers, this thing is great. It is ridiculously slicey. It bit my thumb. You can't see it no more, but it damn near lopped my fucking thumb off. and it's just an amazing knife. This is like a $42 knife. Number 6 on the list, which happens to be the favorite knife in my arsenal, and you guys probably already know this if you know me, but I don't carry this to work anymore because I am in love with my Defcon Kabuto. A random knife that most people don't know of or may not, care about, but I'm telling you guys, did you guys see that? Hold on, did anybody else fucking see that? And I'm recording it. Everybody saw it, dumbass. Look at that. That is insane. The action on this guy is insane. The blade is insane. The carbon fiber inlay with the titanium is insane. The liner lock is so friendly. It's just like, I love this knife. This knife is a forever home with me. This will never leave my channel. This will always be here and always set the standard right now for everything that I know and love about knives. I fucking love this knife. It's knocked down all around. The ergonomics are great. You could choke up if you wanted to as long as you're careful. Ergonomics aren't great. Let's rewind that. I got a knife that has great ergonomics. This is not great, but they're very good. And guys, I'm holding it at an angle. I'm literally holding this at a fucking angle. Look at that. That's insane. All right, number 5 or 4 or 6, whatever the hell we're on. The world's best CIVIVI ever invented. The Backlash. Perfect ergonomics. These are great ergonomics. The action on it, great. The sliciness, great. Got knocked out of the quest for King CIVIVI like round number 1 or 2. It sucked. But this knife is amazing. Hollow grind, perfect size. It's just about 3.5 inches long on the blade length. So good, and you can pick it up for like $40. I got the ivory, the ebony wood scales, and I don't regret that. I haven't even felt one in G10, and I don't want the brass version. So let me go on a tangent about that real quick. I know a lot of us are loving this brass copper phase that we're going through, but the brass looks ugly. No offense to those of you. I think Shane wanted one, but the brass looks so fucking ugly, guys. Oh my god, I can't wait. I don't remember what the blade steel on it was. It was like 154 cm or something like that. CPM 154, but not CPM, but 154. I think it was that, but I don't need that with this. Okay. All right. I think we're on number 5. Let's see. Number 4. My Benchmade Bugout with the counterfeit blade. As you guys know, if you see my previous videos, I totally butchered my blade on my original Bugout. I used my trick that I use on Wish. If you guys go to Wish and you get anything that is named Benchmade, fucking zero tolerance, or anything like that, that you get for literally 1/10 the price, you know already that it's going to be a counterfeit. Little trick, you guys, and I was going to wage war on them and have everybody do this, but I deleted that video. It kind of seemed a little pretentious. What the fuck? No. I just sat on a kid's toy. It went right up the keister. You can go on Wish, buy a knife, and you could already prove, if you know anything about knives, that the knife's counterfeit. Now, this is supposed to be S30V. I'm sure it's not. And even if it is, I'm sure it's not heat treated properly. But I busted my blade on the last one, so I took off the blue spacers. I took the blade with the blue thumb studs, and I put it on here. Little disclosure, the blade is too big. I don't know if you can see. Holy shit, I need to straighten that out. The blade is too long. It actually protrudes a little bit from here, and I can see if I can do this without hurting myself. See that? It's too long, but it still works remotely. It is still a Benchmade Bugout to some extent, and I still carry it, and I beat the shit out of it, knowing that this is a counterfeit knife blade. Does that mean I am a proponent of counterfeit stuff? By no means am I. I caught myself halfway through the beginning stages of my knife career journey, whatever the hell you want to call it, and I learned my ways were wrong, and I want to advocate that. Any knife you buy from Wish, do not support them unless you're just trying to fuck over the guy you're buying the knife from, because you can prove it's a counterfeit knife, and just fuck them, because that's bullshit. They're gonna label it a Benchmade, and then you get it and you can tell it's not a Benchmade, right? The reason I did that is I needed a new blade. I probably could have sent it back to Benchmade, but this was easier because I had like $78 Wish cash from returning my Benchmade Nakamura, which I got to keep, and, you know, whatever. But totally side story. That was my number 4 knife. Once again, I do not advocate or want you guys to go buy counterfeit knives. What I'm saying is on Wish you can get knives. You can buy them, and then you can tell the guys that this is a fucking counterfeit, and they will give you all your money back. Do not refund it to Wish Cash, because now I am stuck with $78 in my Wish Cash account, in which I had to purchase, which worked out for me, some equipment to hang my phone over the... anyways, totally off topic. And this is what happens when you get like 6 videos in and you've been drinking a little bit. Number 3, and I will probably do a review on this if I can tonight. Probably not tonight. Has my work keys on it. But this is the Gerber Guppy. So this thing is pretty fucking cool. I got my keys on it because this is what I wear at work. It has this carabiner on here that you can clip onto your pocket. Is it great? No, because you don't really have much room to get like a jean pocket loop in here. So you have to kind of force it. So that is what it is. But it comes with these. It's magnetic, and it comes with these 4 flat heads and Phillip heads. That are, they do not fall off. I can tell you that right now. You push them in there, they're not going to fall off. It has a stupid, crappy little, ooh, well, that made it look awesome. Little light on there, LED light, that does nothing. I haven't used it yet. Well, I haven't used it for anything good. But this is the coolest part. The most multi-tools have like a pair of needle nose pliers. Look at this, man. It's got an adjustable wrench on there. That's awesome. Yes, needle nose pliers come in handy, but how often are you trying to like work a hex head bolt with needle nose pliers and you're just like, fuck, this is the answer right here, right? And last but not least, it's got this blade on it. Now, I'm not going to talk much about this blade, and it doesn't have anything on it. It's blank. That blade is like a 3, it's like a 3 CR13 MOV or something. You know, I'm getting it for the blade. I'm getting it for the driver. And the adjustable wrench that's on it. So you pull out this Phillips head screw, you put it in there, and you got a driver. Pretty freaking cool. We all find ourselves in need of a flathead or a Phillips head from time to time, and here you go. It's got a pocket clip on it. I probably could use the pocket clip, but I mount my keys to it, and I put it on my pocket loop because it's got my fob for work and my work, you know, my office key and a key to some other shit. So that is number 3. You guys can probably guess what my next 2 knives are going to be. My number 2 most carried knife is my Ferrum Forge Mass Drop Falcon. Well, this thing got me $95 off of drop. And I'll tell you what, you want to feel ergonomics? You've never felt ergonomics like that before. The choke up position is insane. This blade is great. You know, it's S35, I think. S35 VN steel. Titanium body. I would assume a titanium backspacer. Titanium pocket clip. Not deep carry. But this thing, the action on it's great. It's fun to fidget with. You can open it up with your middle finger, do the Spidey flick. You can kind of open it up with your thumb. It's a little bit harder. No, maybe you can't. Just failed. Yeah, it's harder. It's got a really strong detent on it. But I am in love with this knife. There's no better ergonomics on a small knife that I've found yet that beat the Ferrum Forge Mass Drop Falcon. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, drum roll please, and kids' laughter in the background, my Manix 2. Talk about it all the time. I took the leap and I acid washed this blade. Some people don't like it. I love it. It's got the carbon fiber scales with the black hardware. I did an acid wash on the pocket clip itself as well. I tried to paint the pocket clips. I tried to just fucking spray paint those. So I was like, I'm tired of buying $30 hardware. I'm just going to fucking paint them. Didn't work out too well. But the action on it's fantastic. It's fun to fidget with. Got the ball bearing lock. It's kind of like an axis lock with the fucking shaft that has just a spring coil on it. This knife is fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Ergonomics on it, great. Slicey, great. Awesome leaf-shaped blade. Just this is the most functional knife that I probably own, and I will own this guy forever. I am in love with this knife. Worst part about this knife is taking it fully apart. That fucking the lanyard hole tube on here, as everybody says, sucks to take apart, but whatever. And by the way, those of us that talk about taking apart Benchmades and shit, took apart my Bugout, no real issues. Took apart this guy, a lot of issues with this cage. This cage is a pain in the ass. The Bugout's cage, not too bad. Not cage, but the Omega springs. This thing's a pain in the ass to take apart in comparison with the Benchmade with an axis lock. Well, that's it for today, guys. That is my top 10 or top 9 most carried knives of August that aren't review knives. These are knives that I intentionally carry on my own. I enjoy carrying these. These are the ones that I choose to carry on an everyday basis. And this one probably gets the most pocket time out of everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Tyler. This has been Everyday EDC. Stay sharp, stay safe. Wear your fucking masks. Maintain 6-foot distancing. Do what you got to do. Let's get through this stupid ass coronavirus together. In the meantime, if you guys are bored, watch my videos and don't fucking cut yourself. Have a great day.